This is a painful discussion.
This needs
to be better. We'll even take one.
Sister, some of us will just take it for a part on the show.
Absolutely. So well. We're expecting a promotion.
Yeah.
And they kick our black backsides out of the room. And we turn around and say, oh, white man is racist. When did you realize it?
Yeah.
So there are lots of things that confront us. Lots of challenges that we have. We need to develop we need to develop a global perspective, and of course organize locally. Because at the end of the all politics used to be when we were clear that we are family. So let's stop talking about it.
Let's do it.
And start doing. And I say all this to say just 3 things from our ancestors. Kwame Nkrumah says, organization determines everything.
That's it.
Not individualism like we have now. A lot of us believe in the Trinity, me, myself, and I. Be organized. The other ancestor I want to close with, I said there are 3, Nkrumah was the first, was Mbuya Nehanda from Zimbabwe. She was the chief priestess who used to mobilize the people for the struggle and the next. Because imperialism works 42 hours a day, not 24. But we want to go on holiday. We want to have a break from struggle.
Yes.
It just doesn't happen.
About time.
When you have the break from struggle, the enemy consolidates.
That's right.
And so you find that this is what we are faced with today. He wants union, give him unity. Now some people say, but what's the difference between unity and union?
A whole big one.
Unity is just about solidarity. Oh, I'll help you if you have a problem. But I'll help you means you are you, I am me. We are 2 separate
no condition
entities. And I will, I'll help you because I'm good. I like you. I'll help you. Union means a totally different thing.
That's right.
She told the British, this civilized, human rights loving British. Skinned her like an animal.
Yeah.
She told them, she said, my bones shall rise again. She told them, my bones shall rise again. Her bones will only rise through you and I.
Come on now.
That is the only way her bones will rise. Through us. And that's what she meant. My bones shall rise again. And finally, the eternal words of Marcus Garvey. And there are many of our great ancestors who've left us this powerful legacy for us to utilize, not just to talk about.
That's it.
It says, rise up, you mighty race, for you can accomplish whatever you will. Rise up, you mighty race, for you can accomplish what you will. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah. Kofi's holding his head. He's ready to go to Ghana and do some stuff now. Be careful now.
This is more than anything I expected to hear from you. I mean, you are it. You are the embodiment of all the ancestors that I've read about, that I know, that I studied, that I've possessed. These words are very powerful and very instructional. I mean, there's nothing to clarify here. I mean, and I didn't know there are people like you on the planet. Brother Menelik, you did a wonderful job to have her spend a few minutes of her time on her way to Dallas. I mean, this is incredible. I mean, yes, this is incredible.
Inspiring.
Give her some more love, please. Let's give her some love. At this time, I would like to defer to our great brother Subuku, who has been carrying this great legacy of Pan-Africanism in Atlanta. Do you have anything to share, brother?
No, I mean, what is there to say? I mean, I am grateful to have the opportunity to meet her in person.
That's right.
But certainly, she already knows many of my comrades and who are organizing in Africa. One of my close comrades who started in the APRP, and we started in the same circle. Albie Walls, who's in Ghana, who we grew up, we both started organizing in St. Louis, and he's now in Ghana. So I already knew of my sister before I met her. But that's the idea of Pan-Africanism, that Africans need to be wherever they are in the same organizations. So it's not us just organizing alliances and those kinds of things, but participating in the same organizations, having real Pan-African organizations, meaning that we have people who are born on every part of the African world in the same organizations working all the times. And that's the aspiration that in the vision of Nkrumah, that we would create the kind of organization that was truly Pan-African and revolutionary, meaning struggling not just for influence in the world, but for power in the world.
That's it.
And this is, like I said, there's really nothing else for me to say. My sister said it all. And we, again, I'm so delighted to have had the opportunity to be here to meet you and to hear what you had to say. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. At this time, give Sabuku some love. That's right. Our big sister just walked in. You were on the radio, right?
Yes.
Getting her prepared. She's one of those who are helping you getting ready. And she's going to be calling you every week until you leave to be on the radio. Please, sister, you're blessed.
Yeah, definitely just spoke to my soul, you know.
Yes.
Soon as, you know, I walked in late, but I was right on time, you know, because everything I heard was things that we're on the same wavelength. We speak about these things all the time. Like she said, we have to do more than talk about it. And the challenge is actually getting into organizing and not being scared, not being, you know, so full of ego where everybody wants to be Malcolm X or everybody wants to be MLK. You know, that's not happening anymore. Our challenge is that now is going to take a unified effort. And like she said, not just doing it in the name of doing it. Like, yeah, we're together and we're not doing anything, but we're, you know, it looks good, you know, but actually making the intelligent moves that it takes. Like, we can do anything we need to do it. We can organize tomorrow if we got it together. You know, and it's just, like I said, you spoke to my soul. And like he said, first thing come to my mind is I want her in front of 1 million people right now. I want everyone to hear her, you know, so definitely we'll be in tune to, you know, make sure that we can continue to share your message and your energy with the people.
Excellent. Brother Belagun be calling me, I mean, just, why are you harassing me, Belagun? He came in from New York, by the way, and he's part of the movement out of New York. Brother, you have anything to say?
Yes, I'm very glad to be here, and I want to be thankful that, you know, I kind of thought we forgot Garvey. You know, I mean, you know, this is the most challenging day yesterday was the most challenging day that come forth before us. And this is Garvey Day, and it seemed like, it appeared to me that we kind of forgot this. But I wanted to say this, thank you for, you know, I'm hoping, see, I'm, like Brother Menelik said, I'm from New York. I'm hoping that you can come to New York. We got a place in New York called the African Poetry Theater, and we would like you to come there and, you know, and be a part of that, you know what I mean? And I want, and you reminded me of what Garvey said. Garvey said, you know, he said, and what you just said, up you mighty race, you can accomplish what you will. But the most important thing Garvey said that brings me into focus was race first. Race first. Not Jesus first, not God first, not this one, not race first. If we could get that together, I think we could pull ourselves into a better, more powerful situation. And I want to thank you, and I'm glad, and I want to thank Brother Menelik for letting me know that this was here. Thank you, Brother Menelik. I don't know what I'd do without you.
And Brother Gun,
yes.
Today is Sunday, and I said, damn Jesus, actually.
At this time, dear family, sis, any additional sharing you want to give, just anything that came to your mind?
Well, we're working on a documentary. We're doing pre-production research, a documentary on the life of Osadi for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Now, the thing about Nkrumah's life is it cuts across to a lot of, struggles and things. So if there's any way people can help, support that, we'd be grateful. Maybe next time when I come, see if we can talk, more concretely. But we need all the help, we can get on that in terms of information and things. We're also planning to begin to broadcast some of the things that we have and we do, because I think our challenge now is, utilizing the media as a weapon of mass, mobilization. Right. So we have to be clear about that. So, maybe later we'll concretize on that. And of course, there's the eternal question of resources. Even this work we're doing, is just independently resourced, which means we struggle, but then because of the autonomy of, the resources, that means you're able to do exactly what you need to do without being afraid, of, meeting somebody's agenda and, censoring yourself and not speaking your truth, and stuff. So we certainly need support, from our people so that we're able to continue the work in this way, as opposed to, polish it off and, whiten it, off and dilute it, and it becomes nonsense.
Right.
Which is our challenge. They've used the NGO industry, the non-governmental, or what you call non-profit industry, to dilute our struggle and our issues. So these are the, few things I'd say for now, but we certainly need all the help, we can get, because one way or the other, the struggle will continue. On one hand, but we also need to understand, because too often we don't want to struggle. That's why we're where we are. We say things like, we demand reparations. No, you're going to have to struggle for reparations. You're going to have to fight for reparations. Not demand it. Ain't nobody going to give it to you. I'm just using concepts. We're playing around with words. So I hear that as a positive thing. But you see, if inside you don't know that as a soldier, it takes a war or whatever, then you won't fully comprehend the enormity. And then sometimes, some people give up. Like when people are older, they're like, all my life I've been doing this, nothing seems to have come forth. But see, it has. Because if you've even shifted the mountain just a bit, it means that the others are able to come from where you've left it to take you to the next level. So I hear what you're saying. It's about language, and I agree with you. Even things like slavery. There was no slavery, there was enslavement. Puts the burden on the criminal, the enslaver. So language is important.
Thank you.
WACPtv is the place to be.
All right.
Wake up to the knowledge of who you are.
Rise up, you mighty race.